students. I hope you can see me very well. I hope that. Well, before you practice, be sure to have with you a strap or a towel and 1 or 2 blocks or something like that. Okay, our first exercise is the kind of exercises we use when we want to start the practice. Remember, you have to say because that's good to relieve the tensions here in the throat, and it gives you a very relaxing stretch in this area, in the jaw area. Okay, so I will show you the technique. You know it, it's very easy, but before you start the movement, before you start to move to practice, it's very important to move the body on your mat so that you become aware of yourselves, of the body, of your breath, and your mind. So feel the contact with the earth. I'm going to show you the technique. When you inhale, I like you to feel that the whole back of the body is spreading on the mat. Extend the toes, extend and expand your fingers. Use your abdomen to move gently your spine towards the mat. As you exhale, and immediately place the head on the mat without putting your chin in this way. You are in external retention, breath retention, for a few seconds. You can also use your pelvic floor if you want. Then, on your inhalation, you will start again. So inhale. Hold your breath outside. And again. So keep doing the movement for at least 10 times and feel that everything is beginning to change its status. So your breath is changing its shape, and that happens in your mind too. So be aware of that. 10 times. At the end of your movement, you can lie down on your back with your legs extended, or you could also interlace your fingers on your knees, enjoying the movement, the moment and the movement of your breath free from tensions. We want to restore the breath. Our second movement is important to give our breath its space and a pace. Okay, so as you inhale, keep your sacrum on the mat, extend the arms and the legs up without forcing your legs to be completely extended, but work your feet. Exhale, slowly come up and use your pelvic floor. As you inhale, start again. This time we won't use any pause into the breath. Ten times. And if you feel any discomfort in your shoulders or your arms, you should bend your elbows, you should widen the space between your arms, so don't force. Remember, you are just beginning to restore the contact with your body, so don't force. After 10 times of this, you can stay in that position, in the previous position, with your hands either on your knees or your arms by your sides with the legs extended. Find your position. So keep working. So keep breathing. And observe the changes that occur over the practice. And your spine begins to be more mobile. And that means that your breath won't meet too many obstacles as it moves. At the end of this practice, slowly lie on one side and then stand up. Remember, you don't want your feet to slide on the surface, so find your position. Your left foot goes back. Take a step. Remember to support your inner arches. So extend your arms, right arm forward, look forward. And as you bend your knee, your right knee, try to put your femur parallel to the floor and release the tensions here in your ribcage. So feel that it is able to move. And keep breathing and release your shoulders, your trapezius, and your neck and your jaw. As you extend the right leg, push your pelvis back and extend your spine forward as you place your right hand anywhere it's comfortable for you. And keep your abdomen active. You can also work your arm, your left arm, as you twist it inwards. Exhale as you open it, as you twist it outwards. Inhale. Keep doing. Or you can keep your arm in that position. Just feel the extension. As you bend your right knee, you can place either your left arm here or here or here to draw one line from your left foot to your left hand. Your right elbow could also be placed here. Find your position. Then your gaze up, forward, or down. Big and long breaths. Both hands on the mat. Use your fingertips now. And as you bend forward, bend your elbows and release your neck. You can stay here or place your hands on your knee or interlace your fingers back and extend the arms up and forward. And as you release your neck, you feel that the weight of your head is moving the spine down towards your right ankle. Keep breathing. and press your heel, your right heel, on the mat. Then, as you look a little bit forward, place your fingertips by your foot, and as you jump forward, with your left foot, release the whole spine and the pelvis and come up very slowly. And as you come up, observe. Keep observing. Let's reverse. Now the right foot goes goes back. Extend the arms, left arm forward. Remember to experience the mobility of the whole body as you progress into the pose. So, from here, bend your left knee. And the lumbar spine is completely relaxed here, so keep feeling the space here. You can also bend a little bit more if you want. And as you extend the leg, push the pelvis back and the spine forward. You could also work your arm, and as you exhale, rotate inwards, and as you inhale, rotate outwards. Big, long breaths. As you bend the knee, you could find your Utthita Parshvakonasana pose. Right arm back, up, forward. And feel the whole body with your breath. Then, both hands on the mat. As you bend your elbows, hinge forward, and keep the strength. Use your hands to assist the spine, or you can interlace your fingers and expand the arms forward. As you lift your right heel off the mat and place your fingertips by your left foot, slowly jump forward, and as you release the whole body, feel the contact between your ribs and your thighs, and very slowly come up and observe. No tensions at all. Just be aware. But keep feeling that there's a very good distribution of the whole breath into the trunk. So it's not only here, but in your sides and in the back. So it's a 360 degrees exploration of your trunk. From here, just widen the space between your feet and place your hands here so that the whole spine can be very well relaxed. So remember, your arms should be extended. Now from here, I will show you, remember the technique Kapalabhati. When you do the exhalation, use your abdomen to expel the air use your nose. And as you release your abdomen, the air will be brought inwards. So it doesn't matter the speed of your movement, but just be aware of the fluidity of the movement. We will practice at least 20 to 30 Kapalabhati. Then on your inhalation, come up and hold your breath inside, remember. Not too much. Use your pelvic floor, and as you release, exhale and observe for at least 2 to 3 long breaths. And then start again. So we will practice 3 cycles of Kapalabhati. Remember that Kapalabhati is a very important technique to relieve tensions in your diaphragm, your spine, your organs, and it's very, very helpful to clean your mind. It cleans out the toxins from your mind and your body. So let's practice. Kapalabhati, find your speed. I don't want you to be quick. I just want you to find the right speed for you. Remember, it must be practiced on an empty stomach. Please be aware. And after the breath retention, you will experience a very, very long and fluid breath. That's very calming. So I suggest you this practice when you want to feel more at ease. It's very interesting. The second cycle. Remember that the spine must be relaxed. Everything is silent. And that's what we want to experience into our inner world, so that we can benefit from all the practices we will meet into the sequence. Third cycle. Keep going. So feel that all the movement is producing a very interesting micromobility between your ribs and between your vertebrae. So at the end of your inner retention, remember, use your pelvic floor. Release your arms and observe. Now, with your feet shoulder width apart, please slowly, and now you can use your block as a seat. Slowly begin to hinge forward, and as you bend your knees, sit. But if you feel any discomforts here in your ankles, your knees, or your hips, you should use a seat. If your heels move up, it's okay. Just avoid this outward rotation, which is not safe for your inner arches, because you lose them. So as you hold this position, try to feel that the whole spine is releasing forward. You're not using force, you're just releasing. But use your lower belly. Lower belly is active, and it means that the whole breath is able to find its space of movement. Can you feel the movement of the breath in your lumbar spine and in the center of your spine and between your shoulder blades and in your neck? Can you? So hold that position and your breath. There's also a different option if you want to avoid that position because you feel tension or pain in your knees. You could also lie down on your backs and grab your ankles or your feet, but your neck should be long, remember. So it's a similar position, and because of the contact between your spine, between your ribcage, the back of the body, with the mat, you're able to experience a better breath in the back. So as you release your pose, move your weight forward and come to cat pose. You can do whatever you feel. You can extend one leg and hold for a few seconds, then the other one, and stay here. Or you can move your spine. It's okay. Just be aware. Try to find your space, your time, your rhythm. And let's sit very slowly as we sit. Let's be aware of all the contact points of our body with the mat. And as you grab your ankles, try to feel that there isn't too much tension between your shoulder blades, the back, so that your breath can be able to move. The soles of your feet are together, so as you inhale, expand. As you exhale, draw your belly in and join your hands between your thighs, around your spine, and place your feet on the mat. As you inhale, come up, but keep your lower belly active. Keep doing the movement. I will show you from this point of view. So expand, exhale. As you do the movement, try to feel that the breath is becoming longer because your exhalation reaches its limit, its end, and so does the inhalation. You can focus your attention on your pelvic floor too. If you want, you can exhale and keep that area in a slight contraction, activation, not too much. As you come forward, inhale, you can release it a little bit and then progressively contract it again. Release a little bit as you begin to exhale and then contract it progressively. Release as you begin to inhale and then at the end of the inhalation begin to contract it progressively so that you feel its support. Keep doing for at least 10 times. At the end of your movement, you can hold the position, the one that you reach when you exhale. And as you hold this position, inhale and exhale deeply, but try not to release the tension in your abdomen. So it's always at work. So feel the space in the back and feel that there's length in your spine. At the end of 5 to 8 long breaths, come up. And as you grab your ankles again, observe. Be aware. And ask yourselves if you have done too much work to practice this position or not. For the next pose, we need the belt or the towel. So you can place your left foot forward by close to your pelvis, and as you place the belt around your foot, your right foot, keep the toes free. So as you extend the leg, try to keep your arms extended, so don't bend them. And most of all, the importance is that your spine is long, stays long, so you don't want to collapse with the spine in this position. It's very important. So as you extend the leg, if you feel the tension too much tension, just let the belt slide in your fingers. It's okay, so that you can find the right position, the right distance. So as you hold the position, stay there and keep breathing. Even in the back, especially in the back, I would say. And as you hold the head in this position, because it's slightly leaning back, try to feel that your lateral muscles are supporting the neck and the head. So the tension is not only here, forward, but in your sides. So hold this position for a few seconds. And remember that everything you do is good for you if it's well balanced, and it helps you reshape your body and the architecture of your body, in your muscles, in your deepest tissues, and the architecture of your mind. As you bend the right knee, use your right hand to hold your ankle or your outer foot, and as you pull the knee towards the chest laterally, use your shoulder blade to pull your knee. So you're not using the elbow, but use the shoulder blade and release the body. You can use the left hand if you place it here in the back. You can say here or here. There isn't any imbalance between right and left, so keep a good sense of balance between both sides. After you hold the position, you can release the pose and observe. How is this practice affecting your breath, your body, your mind? Be always aware. Now let's change sides. So as you place the belt around your left foot, lean back a little bit, and as you extend the leg, remember, find the right distance between hands and foot so that the tension is not too much. And as you hold that position, try to feel that everything is perfectly balanced. I always have to verify that the recording is going on. And after that, as you bend the left knee, use your left hand to grasp your ankle or your foot. So as you pull with your shoulder blade, move gently the knee towards your ribcage, but keep your spine and keep your shoulders relaxed. And you will be able to breathe in and breathe out easily. Your right hand could also be placed here. And on your next exhalation, release the position and observe. Now, make sure your block is close to you because you could be using it. As you lie down again on your back, place your feet towards your pelvis. Remember that the first thing we want to be aware of is our body in contact with the earth. So use your breath to push your pelvis forward towards your ankles and then lift. Try not to use your throat. And then as you inhale, lie down, one vertebra at a time, but keep pushing the pelvis forward and up, and keep pushing forward the pelvis as you bring your spine down. 5 or 6 times. This preparation is very useful for your spine because, as you can feel, the spine is moving one vertebra at a time so that you become more aware of its presence and you experience that your spine is not a block. And now you can hold your position. And now you have different options. You can stay here. You can place your arms back. As you extend them back, find a good position for them. So you are not forcing your arms to stay here if you feel any discomfort. If you want, you can place your block under your sacrum. Find the right height for it. And if you find a good position, try not to release your knees outwards. So your knees are pushing forward. You can also extend the arms back here. And even if your legs are not working like they did before without the block, because the block now is supporting you, they are working but with not so much intensity, but keep the slight activation between your thighs and keep pushing forward and feel that the breath is moving all into the trunk. Your neck is relaxed. Same activation in your right and your left foot. But your neck is well relaxed, remember. Can you feel the movement of the breath into your lumbar spine and in your kidney area and between your shoulder blades? Can you experience the back of the rib cage and the sides of your rib cage? Then you can remove the block after a few breaths. And if you keep your arms here as you release your spine one vertebra at a time, you can keep breathing and feel something like my spine is melting down gently. And then you can bring your arms by your sides. You can keep your legs here or extend them. Find your position and stay there and observe, because this is a very powerful position which helps you observe a little bit deeper into your body. Then, after a few breaths, please roll on one side and then lie down on your stomach. As you lie down, find your position to assist your neck. Some of you could be more at ease if they place the forehead on the head, on the hands. Some of you can be more at ease in this position, with one cheek on the mat. So observe. Now there's a very clear movement of the breath into your lumbar spine and in the sacrum area. Make sure, if your forehead is on your hands, to release the tensions between your shoulders. So please be aware. And then let's extend the arms forward. And feel that your thighs are spreading on the mat. From here, begin to walk your elbows one at a time towards your chest. And as you do this, your spine will be extending. So if you find that this height is uncomfortable for you, move your elbows forward until you feel that everything is okay. So the first thing is important that you have to experience it, that your lumbar spine is in a good condition here. So from here, we will use the breath to assist the whole spine. As you exhale, move down. As you release the whole muscles, all the muscles, and as you inhale, press your elbows on the mat as you bring your spine up, one vertebra at a time. The last part is the head. Exhale as you release and surrender, and inhale, use your pelvic floor and use your abdomen to let your breath work the spine and support the spine. Exhale. As you do this, your glutes should be very well relaxed. You're not using them. So keep doing. Exhale, release the neck, and inhale to come up. You can keep doing the movement, or you can hold the position. If you hold the position, it's very important for you that your abdomen is active, which means that as you breathe in and breathe out, your breath is massaging your spine. And keep a constant pressure of your elbows towards the mat. Then press your palms on the mat and let your elbows open outwards. And find a good position for you to release your spine and absorb all the effects. Now, from here, let's come up and sit. So try to find a good position for your spine so that it can be long without any effort. This is very important. You can also use the block to sit on top. And from here, your right foot slides down to the left, down underneath your left hip, left thigh. Your left foot can be also placed here, or you can cross the knee, but find your position. If you experience any discomfort in your right knee, please just extend the right leg. Okay, so from here, as you place your right hand on the knee, on the left knee, begin to twist to the left. And as you twist, you are not blocking your spine, you're not blocking your breath, but you are just bringing them into another position. So the left hand, the one that's behind you, can be also on the mat or around the waist. Look back and keep breathing. Release your jaw so that your throat can be able to let the breath flow easily. Very slowly come back to the center, and before we reverse the pose, let's extend the legs and move the feet gently and observe. Feel the space. The left foot now moves to the right. Remember, you are sitting on both sides, on both ischiums. So your right foot now is placed here in front of your knee, your left knee, or you can cross it. But try not to overwork this position, otherwise you will end up in this position, which is not good. So from here, as you extend the spine, use your left hand now to help you rotate to the right. You can use your hand or your elbow. Right hand on the mat or around your waist. I'd like you to develop a sense of presence and tell yourselves that this position is helping you, it's assisting you. It's not causing any damage. And then very slowly come back to the center and observe. Try to feel that all the benefits that come from this practice are moving in each cell of your body. Observe how is your breath moving now, and how is your mind moving. Feel its ability now, your breath's ability, to cause a slow and gentle movement into the whole body. And let's open with a very long inhalation. Hold your breath inside for a few seconds. And as you exhale, you have finished your practice, and thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.